Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one is from Specialist COD 554. Am I wrong for walking away from a girl that wanted to be friends? Originally, I pursued this girl. She's a colleague, romantically because she seemed interested in me at first, which I know is dumb of me. We decided to hang out at my place with other friends for the first time, and it seemed like a fun hangout. Overall, we decided to hang out again, and we were all drinking and having fun, for what I thought at least. The girl I was interested in got tired and ended up falling asleep on me, so I decided to let her sleep on me for like 10 minutes as I was waiting for my taxi to pick me up. The taxi came and I brushed her off and I left because I had work early in the morning. Apparently, the next morning when I was gone, she felt unsafe around me while drunk because she didn't want to give me the wrong idea for being into me, or that's at least what she said to our friends that morning, which I don't know about whatsoever. I just originally thought it was another fun hangout and didn't think much of it. They decided to hang out again, but this time they excluded me because our other friends thought she would feel unsafe again. Although, all I did was let her sleep on me for 10 minutes while we were both drunk and waiting for my taxi to leave. She texted me afterwards that she wanted to be friends. Well, why does she want to be friends if she's getting excluded from things? But I have my theories, but back to it. Which I declined because I thought the dynamic would be disingenuous, as I still had romantic feelings for her. Although, afterwards, she became way more persistent on being friends and kept asking me, I think 4 times, but I kept declining. One of our mutual friends felt bad about me not knowing what was going on behind the scenes, so they told me that they didn't invite me to the hangout 2 months later. I asked him if I did anything wrong, and he just said, well, maybe I would have pushed her off immediately, but this is really enough for her to feel unsafe around me while drunk, and for them to exclude me entirely from another hangout instead of removing the alcohol. They just decided to remove me. When he was telling me this, I also found out that she broke her promise to keep a secret just between us, not only once, but twice. I also found out she was seeing a 46-year-old at the time and getting drunk with him while she was 19. I am 23, by the way. With a heavy heart and feeling hurt, just texted her saying, "Don't talk to me again," and left it at that. She is now freaking out and texting our mutual friends, but I don't care. I walked away, but I feel bad because I once cared about her a lot. Now feel nothing at all. Okay, I'm a firm believer in not eating where you shite, so I wouldn't date wherever I worked. So that was mistake one, but it sounds like she just likes drama, and those people who you say are your friends are not your friends, OP. If they immediately believed her like that, those people are idiots. What you need to do, since you said colleagues, I assume you're working with her, go to HR, tell them what happened, and nip this crap in the bud, because she seems like she has no problems trying to twist the story to make it look like she's the victim and trying to screw you over. She's already removing your friends from you. She might try to go after your job. I'm just saying, you need to protect yourself, get to HR, get that handled. And also, riddle me this, Batman. She feels unsafe with you when she's drunk, but she wants to be around you when she's not drunk, wanting to be your friend, wanting to call you. She wants your attention, but she wants it for free. She is playing games. She sounds like a bloody child. And do what I said, and you did a good thing. You cut her out. But if you are in the same working place, go to HR. I cannot stress this enough. This girl sounds like she's gonna be a problem and she's gonna be a thorn in your side. OP, not in the wrong, and screw those friends. Those aren't friends. And our next one comes from OKN712. Am I wrong for going to HR? Oh, okay. So I, a 23-year-old female, work in a mid-sized company doing IT work. I am partially disabled due to a car accident when I was a teenager, so I walk very slowly and sometimes use a wheelchair. We had a new hire start a few weeks ago, and she was a really fit woman my age. When she was brought by the IT department, I was in my chair that day, and she just gazed at me in a most bizarre look. I know sometimes people get weird about the handicapped people, so I just let it slide. After a week or so, some people in the EHR department were asking me if I was walking slow because of my after-work activities, saying things about how I shouldn't be using a wheelchair as the pain couldn't be that bad, and my feet couldn't be hurting so much. I was confused, and asked them what they were talking about. One of them finally told me that the new hire had seen me at multiple 5Ks, and had told everyone I was perfectly capable of walking quickly and running. I went back to my office, got the one person that had told me about what the new hire was saying, and went to the HR. We explained what the new hire had been saying and showed him both a picture on my phone. It was of me standing next to my identical twin sister right after she had finished running a 5K. My twin runs a 5K for fun. I know, she's a weirdo. Kind of. Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree, but back to it. I just wanted the rumors to stop, but I guess it got back around to everyone in the new hires department, and the HR decided to terminate her contract instead of allowing her to finish out her 90-day probation period. I know she did this to herself, but I still feel like I was in the wrong somehow for going to HR instead of handling it myself. Was I wrong for going to HR over this? No, you weren't, OP. She was making your work environment a hostile one, having people doubt your disability like that. And who the hell is she to come in here and try to start rumors and crap? No company wants that nonsense, childish crap in their company. They want people to come in and do work. They don't want any of this animosity and people gossiping and doing all this garbage. She's stupid too. Why would you try to make waves in your probation period? You know you've got to be on your P's and Q's and be there an hour early and all that. And to me, it sounds like she's an idiot because it's your 90-day it's your probation period. Don't do anything stupid like that, which I'm kind of glad she did, because you guys were able to cut her out and not have to deal with any, having to find ways to fire her, because the company went, we don't need this nonsense, just fire her. She's in a probation period anyway, and she's already starting drama. We do not want this. Get rid of her. So, OP, you have nothing to worry about. She has no reason to who cares? I don't get this people thing where they talk about coworkers and stuff like that. She has no reason to deal with, to try to do anything with you like that. So I'm glad that got nipped in the bud. You shouldn't feel bad at all, OP. Not in the wrong. And our final one comes from OK Cauliflower 6954. Am I wrong for dating down? I feel like a crazy person, so turning this over to the internet. I am a professional, high-ish earning woman in my late 30s. I was widowed about 5 years ago, unfortunately. I haven't had any type of love since then, until I met a guy at a music festival earlier this year. We clicked pretty instantly and stayed in touch, and despite the long distance, we've begun seeing each other every other weekend or so. It's not serious and likely will never be, but I call him my boyfriend as it's the easiest thing to call him. He's early 40s and is a cook in a restaurant. And yeah, he's a stoner with a minor criminal record. Nothing scary, he's chill. We have a ton of interest in common and have so much fun together. I'm legit having the best time that I've had in ages. My two best friends basically staged an intervention for me. They think me not dating men on my level financially and professionally is due to some kind of self-esteem issue. I don't know, I get plenty of interest from coworkers and people in my network, but I'm just not super interested in those ultra ambitious men. I've never been. My husband was more of a chilled out blue collar guy too. I don't really get the issue. I don't need anybody else's money. I'm not being taken advantage of here. I'm not paying this man's bills. We take turns flying on nights out. The only thing is, if we met in the middle of our locations, I paid for our hotel, and I flown him out to me before. I don't think it's serious. I've done similar for friends who make less than me. Is this something I should look more into about myself, or not that weird? Thanks. I don't think that's weird. Why would it be weird? You clicked with someone and they're not taking advantage of you and they're making you happy. I don't see the problem here. Personally, my theory on your friends is that they're jealous that you're happy, and since they're miserable, they want to pull you down. It's an annoying thing about. I mean, I'm not that type of channel, but it's true. Women don't usually date down, and that usually just means you make more money. People, it's crazy how people just like money, 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 and not the person, you know. And yes, finances play a part in a relationship, but it's not the only thing. Like I said, those women are probably mad that you're happy. They don't want you to be happy, so they're gonna try to make you break up with him to drag you back, down into the bucket with the rest of the crabs. If nothing's bad happening and you're not being taken advantage of or anything like that, you're not doing anything bad to him. You're both consenting adults. Enjoy your life. Who says you shouldn't be able to find happiness after losing someone? That sucks that happened to you. But you have a type. You like a laid back, more blue collar guy. You're not gonna find blue collar guys in an office. That's just not where they go. You know what I mean? So if you know you are not in the wrong, please enjoy your love life, your dating life, because you should be happy. That sucks what happened to you, and I feel bad. But don't let those goals get you. And I would think about ditching them too, because that's pretty messed up. Oh, you're dating down, blah blah blah. You should date here. No, but don't tell me who I should and shouldn't date. As long as there's nothing evil or bad about them, and I assume A record is probably just weed, and who cares about that? That's not a real thing. But yeah, OP, not in the wrong. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me, and can you please do what I said in the beginning, and like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out, it helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.